Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Monday the 8th, I think. Monday the 8th, 7:30 p.m. And I am here with an update. And do you see? My chair came early. It came today. And then I spent like 2 to 3 hours, probably closer to 3, putting it together all by my lonesome, and I did it, and I'm so proud of myself, and it's pretty nice, pretty comfortable. So the dogs are a little bit confused. Betsy's over here looking at me. None of them have taken over sitting on this chair, which I moved over for them to sit on, because that's, that's Mommy's chair, and now Mommy's not sitting in the chair. So, hey, Bets. Hey, Betsy. This is Betsy Ross. She's a little ragamuffin. Yes, you are. She is our smallest, our silliest, possibly the most psychotic. Yes, you are. Lily. Lily's on the chair. Hi, Lily. Anyway, I'm procrastinating because there's a lot to talk about today. So, okay, Betsy baby. Lily's like, no, not Betsy. She's scary. Hey, Rose. Okay, Mommy's busy right now. So, I've been busy today, okay? I had a doctor's appointment at 8:30, and then we went and we got a bagel, and then we went to Walmart, and I got some like snack foods and groceries and stuff like that. And then we went the doctor says I have bronchitis, but we were just there for my yearly checkup. But he listened to the breathing thing on the stethoscope. He listened and said that I have mucus in my throat and I have bronchitis. And so he prescribed me an antibiotic and a cough suppressant, which I still haven't taken, and an inhaler to help. So I picked up like 7 prescriptions today. Anyways, so we went to the pharmacy, but they weren't ready yet. So then we went to Walmart again because my husband was doing a return, but it had to be an exchange. He got an air mattress for a trip that he went on with his brother, and it was like flat. It was deflating overnight. And with air mattresses, they won't do a return. They'll only do an exchange. And so the first Walmart did not have the same model. And so we went to another Walmart while waiting for them to fill up my prescriptions. So then we went back, got my prescriptions, and then, took the dogs out, tended to my garden, and then, the chair was being delivered as my husband was leaving to go to work. And so I was like, I'm going to build my chair. And so then I built my chair. Oh, I also did like a load of dishes. And then my Home Chef delivery came. And over the weekend, we went to Costco. And so the fridge was really filled up. And so I had to like play fridge Tetris and try to fit everything in. And tomorrow I need to work on freezing some of the food. So in Costco you get big quantities of food, and so I bought a lot of things that can be for lunches for me over the summer, like tamales. No, absolutely not. No. Okay, so like tamales and things like that, and so I need to freeze portions of it so that I can bring it out later in the summer to eat. But I was not in the mood to do that today because I'd already done so much. And so, I just managed to fit everything in there, and it's jam-packed, honestly. We need a second fridge. We have an additional freezer, but we need an additional fridge. I think that would be more helpful to us, honestly. But yeah, so I bought like, they had this sample that was like a quesadilla, but with Indian food. Like, so I got a chicken masala quesadilla situation and a potato quesadilla situation, and then some kind of like spicy but sweet chutney. I don't know, it was really good at the samples, so I'm super excited about that. And the lady said that you can freeze them, so I will keep out, so they were packs of 4, so I'll keep out like 2 and then freeze 2, and then bring them out in like July or something like that. So yeah. So I have not edited Friday's video, so you'll actually see that one first. You'll probably see this on Tuesday, but on Friday's video, which I will edit after this, I said that I would try to work on all of the dice rolls that I didn't get to. I did not do anything crafty at all on the weekend. And let me just tell you about my weekend, because why not? Why not? We don't do a lot of craft talking in this video, apparently. But so on Saturday, we had to get up and we went to go get the ashes in the urn of the dog that passed away, Aria. And so that was all the way in Napa. I'd never been to Napa, so we kind of drove through it afterwards, and it's really pretty there. But then one of our favorite restaurants that used to be in Sacramento, but then they closed down, is Benihana. And they have a Benihana in Concord, which is about an additional 20 to 30 minutes away from Napa. And so we decided to get reservations for, like, seriously, it was like 3:30 in the afternoon. The place was jam-packed. And so we get there and we eat, and it was delicious. I think it was better than I remember, but my husband says it was not as good as he remembers, so I don't know. I really enjoyed it. And then and so then in the same shopping center there was a half-price bookstore, and my husband kind of let me just, like, disappear with the thing, a shopping basket, and I was not supervised, and things may have happened, like 25 to 30 books things happening. So to be fair, one of those was, well, by one I mean 10, was a book box set of the first 10 Nancy Drew books, which I'm super excited about because I loved Nancy Drew in my childhood, and so I'm really excited to revisit that, especially because Forbidden Fibers Halloween Advent this year is Nancy Drew, and The Hidden Staircase, I believe, is the one that she picked. And so, that hurt. So I saw that box and it was like $23, and I was like, well, that's a pretty good deal. That's like $2, $2.50 a book. So we got that. And then I was left unsupervised. and yeah, he just let me get them. So I think it was kind of like a belated 10-year date-iversary present, probably. But we did discover that I qualify for an educator's discount, which is 10% off. So if you've got a half-price bookstore and you work in education, definitely sign up for that because that's well worth it. But I found I found 2 books in the series I've never heard of that sounds really good. I think it's a YA series, and it's like American Royals or something like that. And the premise, if I'm correct, is basically that after the end of the Revolutionary War, General George Washington was offered to become the king of America instead of just president. He became king. And so it's like an American royal family. And so I thought that idea was interesting, and so they had the first 2 books, and I thought that's all that there was. But then I came home and I discovered that there's actually 4 books in the series, and so I bought book 3, but I haven't bought book 4 yet. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna like them, okay? And I will be buying book 4, but there's only one available, and, like, the shipping time's in it for a bit, and so I was like, I just bought a lot of things, so we'll hold on for a minute because it's not a new release or anything like that, and so, yeah, I was pretty super excited about that. And then I also found some, like, Fairy Loot editions of books, and I found whoa, guys, I hope I'm not making you dizzy because I just realized, like, I've not been able to spin in a chair for a while, and I'm just sitting here, like, moving back and forth. Sorry about that, you guys. I'll try to hold still, but I'm not good at that. Anyways, so what else did I find? I don't know, just, like, some Fairy Loot editions of books, some I've never heard of, and I just picked up random books, and I would show you guys, but I already, like, put a lot of them away. So, yeah, I can't do that. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that. So after that, my husband used to live when he was a very little child. They lived for like a year in Concord, I think. Concord. And so we found the house when he lived in when he was like in kindergarten, and the school that he attended, and the swimming pool that his family used to go to all the time. And so we went and looked at those, and that was really cool. And then we decided to get a Krispy Kreme donut, which should not have gotten, but I did anyways. And that was really good. And then we decided we didn't okay, so we did not want to deal with the toll system here in California because there's not toll operators anymore, okay? It's all like digital, and then they send you like a toll thing in the mail, and we just didn't want to deal with that. So we decided to take a really roundabout way to get home that was like 40 miles out of the way to avoid the toll. It's called Fast Track, okay? The Fast Track. And there was like road construction, and there was no lights, and there was no reflecting things, and it was actually kind of scary, and there was some crazy drivers. So yeah, that was an adventure, and we did not get home until near about midnight. And when we were getting onto the street, like the main street before where we live, there was like a police chase happening. That was really exciting. Like, what was happening? I don't want to know. Did they catch the guy? Because, like, he was far ahead of them. Because, like, it was almost a minute after the guy passed us and didn't have any lights on or anything. And he was speeding like crazy. Maybe not quite a minute, but like 30 to 30 seconds to a minute before the police started to pass us. And there was like 4 of them or something like that. I don't know. And then we could hear the sirens when we got home still going, but we didn't hear a helicopter, so it might not have been that serious. But anyways, so it was super late, and we still had to let the dogs out to go potty and bring in all of the shopping stuff. And then the next day, we went to an RV show, and because my husband is intending on retiring at the end of this year, probably. That is what he has said several times, and so I'm hoping it's true because I just don't think he's enjoying his work like he used to, and I think it's probably time. But after he retires, we intend to buy an RV, and then, like, during my summer vacations or school holidays, going out on the RV and, like, seeing America and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about that. So we went to go look at some RVs, and we were really impressed with this. There was a Winnebago that was for sale, and it was a decent price and stuff like that. But we're not ready to, like, commit yet. But this time next year at their RV show, I'm hoping that we will maybe find something that really interests us. Because I'm excited for that chapter of our lives to, like, take our dogs and go out and see America and stuff like that. Anyway, So after that, we went to Costco, and I bought a ton of food, like I mentioned, because I was wanting to get stuff for lunches, and I wanted to pick stuff for, like, healthier lunches, because I've been concerned about the amount of top ramen I eat, because, as I've said before, I love top ramen. It's my comfort food, and I just realized I ate too much of it, especially during summer breaks. So I got stuff to make some healthier stuff. I got some pre-made stuff. Got basically enough for, like, the basic kind of lunches for almost the whole summer, probably, if I space it all out right. Anyway, so then we went to dinner, got home, and it was both our garbage and recycle night, so I put away all the stuff from Costco, and did we go to someplace else besides Costco or just Costco? I don't know. Might have gone someplace else. I don't know. But, basically, just did garbage and then recycle, and I went to bed, and then we went to bed. Sorry, excuse me, because we knew that there was the doctor's appointment early in the morning, so now you're caught up. Only 16 and a half minutes, but all that to say, I didn't have any crafting time at all, so I did get World Cup stuff in the mail, and I got some fabric in the mail, and I'm going to share all of that with you guys. And then my to-do list, which is quite excessive. I probably won't get to it all, but it is kind of a baseline for what I want to get accomplished this, like, today and a bit and tomorrow. So we'll go over that, and yeah, we'll just see what I can get done today. So at Costco, they had a couple of shirts for the World Cup, and I got those. So I thought I would share them with my World Cup haul. So we have this official licensed FIFA 2026 World Cup, and I am super excited about that. So I'm definitely, possibly, does America play on the first day, or is it on the second day? If we play on the first day, then I won't wear this. But if we don't play till the second day, then I'll wear this on the very first day. And then throughout the tournament, of course. So I am super excited about that. But they also had a U.S. men's, I think this is also, yeah, the official licensed, USA. So I bought this, and I will wear this when America plays. And I am super, super excited about that. And then another soccer-related shirt that I have, and I bought this off Etsy earlier in the year, is this soccer shirt. Things I do in my spare time. Everyone says I shouldn't wear this because I don't play soccer. True. Okay, but that's the only one that's true. I do the other things. So it says, watch soccer, research soccer, talk about soccer, think about soccer, dream about soccer. So I like to wear this one, and I will wear it during the World Cup. And those are my World Cup clothing items. I want to share some of the other things that I got, though. I have this USA headband. I did not get this. I got this last summer to wear to a baseball game, but I will wear it when the US plays sometimes. I got these sparkly red stars, red, white, and blue stars to wear when the US plays. Oh, this new watch band is a soccer one. So I got that to wear. These are just, you can't really see them in this packaging, but you will see them because I'll wear them, like soccer ball studs. So when, so I'll wear those. I did think I got Germany earrings, but I can't see them, so maybe I didn't order them. A Germany bracelet. This is USA bracelets. And it's for the 250th birthday of our country, so I figure I'll get more than one use out of these. This is my FIFA World Cup mug. And on the inside it says it too. So that's the trophy. So I will start using this on Thursday, and I will use it for the whole World Cup. This is not officially licensed anything, but look at this. It's all these flags, and then you can see like the soccer players. And I love it so, so much. So again, Thursday we will start using this. Let's see. My husband saw this at Half Price Books, and so I got it. And it is What is the World Cup? And so I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to donate it to the library, because we have others in this series, so I can put it in. And I think the kids might like it, especially since the World Cup was this summer, or is this summer, but for them it will be a was. So yeah, I'm going to donate it to the library after reading it myself. Let's see. Okay. I have 2 wall posters. I may be returning one. I haven't fully decided yet because I only meant to order one. The one that I had meant to order that I thought was not canvas, I thought that it was poster paper, turns out to be canvas. So I may end up returning this. I might not, though. I need to look more at this one, which I open it and it does seem to actually be poster paper. So, anyways, I'll be hanging it up in the room. This is kind of, oops, I dropped something. I'll pick it up in a minute. But so it's kind of, and then there's a second poster that goes directly on top of it. So it is like quite large. So yeah, I may end up just using this one. And these are some dots to put it up with. And it also included a pin that you can mark it up with. So that's that one. And I cleared off a spot on the wall that I'm gonna look to put it. And then I'm hoping to find an angle that will allow me to film over there so that we can fill out the bracket together. I thought that could be a fun thing to do. But yeah. This one, if I decide to keep it, it is like banner material, and I may end up keeping it because I am super lazy, and so returning something. So it's like flag material, and so I would probably put it up here, back here, and then we'd have that as background behind like where I film. And sorry, I realize I'm talking with my back behind, so the volume struggles a bit. But that could be fun to have as a background when we're here talking about crafts or over the summer. So that's why I'm still deciding if I'm gonna keep it or not. Like, yeah. And this one to keep as a souvenir is far more durable because it's not just poster paper. I just don't think it'll be as easy to write on. So that's part of my dilemma with it. So yeah, I'm still deciding. In all honesty, I'll probably end up keeping both. So then I was talking to you guys about finding some tournament trackers, and I think I'm going to keep all three, guys. Okay, first we have this one, which is so nicely bound. And this one is so detailed, you guys. It's like my tournament predictions, and then the overviews for each group, right? And then once you get past that, you have each team has 2 pages. So a team profile and group stage information, the team journey tracker. So like you make your own notes about who the best player is, the top scorer, the best assist, the best save, the most emotional moment, what surprised me, what disappointed me, 1 sentence about this team. And it has that for all 48 teams. And so, and then a rating for 1 out of 5. And I just think that that is so cool and so detailed. And I really love that. And so then once you get past all 48 teams, which is quite a bit away, you get to, and so I'll probably fill that out in alphabetical order just to keep everything nice and even, but then I need to start filling it out. Anyways, then we have a round of 32 tracker. So we have match 1 and all the matches, and you say who team A is and team B, the score, was there extra time, yes or no, penalties, yes or no, the winner, the key player, and match notes. And you have that again for every single match in the round of 32. Then you get to the round of 16, and it's the same thing. Then you get to the quarterfinals, and it's the same thing, but bigger. Like each match is its own page, so it's bigger, and you can write more information. Semifinals get to be a little bit more detailed. So you have the teams, you have the score, you have a line for multiple goals, yellow cards, red cards, the best player, the turning point, and then how I felt before the match, the biggest moment, and my final reaction. And I thought, wow, that is so awesome. So then you get to the 3rd place match. The same thing. Moment I'll remember, things like that. And then for the final, team A and team B, you put that there. The stadium, the final score, the champion, the runner-up, winning goal, player of the match, moment I'll remember, how I felt before the match, the biggest moment, my final reaction, rating, why this final was unforgettable, and champion memory. And then you have a top 5 my favorite matches, the match and why I loved it, the best goals. So you decide what's the best long shot, the best header, the best free kick, the best team goal, and most emotional goal. And that's like a reflection for after the game. Then you have the biggest surprises, the surprise team, surprise player, unexpected results, biggest upset, team that disappointed me. Players I discovered. So there's only 3 spaces for that, which is interesting. Maybe I'll even split those in half and make it so that I can pick 6 players that, because I feel like there's always more than 3 that like I hadn't noticed before, and then suddenly I noticed them. Match day memories, where I watched, who I watched with, best food and snacks, loudest celebration, funniest moment. Then a free notes, couple of pages for free notes. Champion, final score, best player, best moment, why they deserved it. And then my tournament awards. So the best team, the best player, the best young player, the best goalkeeper, best coach, best match, best goal, best comeback, and best underdog. And then again, my final thoughts. This tournament made me feel. The team I'll remember the most is. The match I'll never forget is. And my favorite soccer memory from 2026 is. And that's the book. And I thought, whoa, there's no way I can make a bullet journal that is better than that. So I'm also thinking on each team page, I will put somewhere here what the project is assigned to them and also the yarn assigned to them, so that it's all in one spot, because that's the only thing that's really missing, and why would they include that? So that's number one. Then I have another a tournament match day journal, and this one it's just more detailed for the actual match day. Okay, so it has each match day, and so this is still during the group stages, so it actually has the team versus the team. Then it has my prediction, win, draw, Team A win, draw, or Team B win, the predicted score, the halftime score, the full-time score, the winner, goal scores for Team 1 and then Team 2, cards for Team 1, Team 2, VAR penalty moments, player of the match, game-changing substitute, best moment of the match, mood at full time, match rating 1 to 5, where I watched, who I watched with, and a one-line memory. And it also tells you the date, the venue, the city, and then you can put your kickoff time and you can add the attendance. And I thought that this is so good to keep in conjunction to this for like breaking down the matches. So it doesn't have like the country summaries, and that's fine because I've got this one for that. And so that's why I thought I'll keep both of these. And then also at the end it has your favorite tournament memories, your favorite match, favorite goal, loudest reaction, favorite player moment, best atmosphere, best watch party, funniest moment, biggest surprise I saw live, who I watched with most, my match day ritual, one memory I'll never forget, my tournament story, snapshot, what made this tournament special, which team impressed me the most, which player stood out the most, what shocked me the most, what moment will I remember for years, did my prediction come true, what was the best match, what surprised me about the tournament, or following the tournament, maybe like transfers, and extra notes, and that's it. So I thought that this is really, really cool. And so when I saw it, it does have a group, like a group standings tracker, which is great because this will allow me, it has a place here to put your prediction and then the actual finish. And so that will help me when I'm making predictions, because I want to make predictions ahead of time for all of the groups and what order I think they'll finish in. And I hope to share that maybe on a Wednesday video. That will probably actually come out on Thursday. But I'm trying to think of like a reward system for myself for getting predictions right. But it can't be something outrageous because like there's 48 teams, and if I predict all 48 right, like that would be crazy. So then the last one I have here is a World Football Tournament tracker and activity book. And yes, it's got the tracker stuff too, but it's also got like bingo. So you can make your own bingo, like 5 goals for a team in a match, or retirement announcement, or a team loses every match in group, 2 red cards in a match, win every game, 9 points by team in group stage. So those are just some ideas. So like you can make your own bingo. So I thought that would be fun. There's a word search in here. Challenges, so predict a score correctly, watch 3 matches in a day, see a penalty shootout, predict a goal scorer, see VAR decision, watch all your country's matches, support a small team, and predict the winner of a match. And then some fun facts: design a shirt and ball, design your boots and draw a mascot, and then like some players and some facts about them. The locations of the stadiums, and then the stadiums with pictures of them. And then like my predictions for like winner, runner-up, golden boot, golden glove, surprise team, disappointment team, most red cards, and most yellow cards. And then again, it's got the Group A. So yeah. I thought these were all really cool. This one has like nice bits of color, another word search, things like that. So anyways, if you're interested in any of these, I found them all on Amazon, and they were basically overnight deliveries or like 2-day deliveries. So if you order ASAP, you could get it and track the World Cup and keep a memory for yourself. So Amazon. Anyway, I also got The Killer Isn't Alice, which I mentioned before as another puzzle book. And so this book literally has lists and lists and lists of names. And there is only one name in here that will be able to, like once you follow all the clues, and there's only 18 clues, you'll be able to find the name. So like the killer's name is longer than 3 letters. So you have to go through and cross off everyone's name that is 3 letters or shorter. The killer's name doesn't start with an S. So you go through and cross off every single name that starts with an S. And in the end, there will only be one name left. I know some people skip around the clues, but I think I want to do them in order. Just because that sounds fun. Yeah, got that. Okay. Let's open the 2 fabric of the months that I got. I did sign up for Color and Cotton's newest color wheel one, and this is a green one, and I signed up because green is my favorite color. It's also my least favorite color, so because there's some disgusting greens, but there are also some really gorgeous greens. So I'm hoping for more gorgeous than disgusting ones, but let's see. I haven't looked in. I just opened across the top. So, oh, this is one of my not favorite kinds of green. Leapfrog sounds about right. I like deeper greens, like the emeralds in the forest and the hunters. I don't like bright greens. I don't like diarrhea greens. Anyways, I'm sure that there's a project out there that will look great on this. And when you do a mystery, you never know what you're going to get. So, into the stash it goes. And let's hope that next month's is a little deeper. What did I signed up on 28 count linen. Okay. And then this one is from Under the Sea Fabrics. Ooh, look at that purple. I think it's a little deeper and not as bright in person as what just showed up, but I'm about to take it out of the bag. It's called Circe. It is darker in person, not as bright, but it is gorgeous. I really like that. And the modeling is a bit more subtle than is showing on the camera. But yeah, oof. I do not know what I'll put on here, but it will be something gorgeous. I can kind of see like a monotone pattern with like a white or a cream or something, a crew. Maybe not a crew, maybe silver. That could be really pretty. Anyway. I could also see a fancy lady on here, so those are the 2 fabrics of the month. I also brought out 3 books that I'm going to try to read during the World Cup, and these are 3 soccer romance books. They're the only 3 soccer romance books I have in my collection, but I thought, why not try to get these 3 read during the World Cup? So we have First Flight, Final Fall, and I got this off of a clearance cart at a local bookstore. It's called Old Haunts Bookshop, and they've only been open since I think March, maybe February, but they're really new in our area, and I was trying to support them. I've been there twice, bought like 3 books each time, but this one I saw in the clearance cart, and I was like, oh, soccer, I'll get, and it's got like soccer and it's green, so I have no clue what it's about. I have no clue other than soccer. Like, I didn't read the back or anything. And then I have the first 2 books in Gods of the Game series, The Striker and The Defender. I also don't know what they're about. But it's about soccer, so I bought them. And I believe that the 3rd book is going to be The Keeper, which I assume is going to be about a goalkeeper. So yeah, I hope to read these during the World Cup. So just thought I would share that while I was sharing other World Cup stuff. Now let's look at what we're hoping to accomplish today in this massive list that we have here. Now, it is 17 items long. Why? Because 17 is my favorite number, and so I put 17 things down, basically. So, I need to edit Friday's video. That is item number 1. As soon as I'm done with this, actually, it'll be the second thing I do. When I'm done with this, that's what I need to do. Second, I need to film and post a short for my book channel because I'm doing a 100 books summer. Guys, I'm so far behind already. I've read 4 books so far this summer, so only 1/25 of the way through, 4%. And so I need to speed it up, but I'm also supposedly filming shorts for each book. Well, I didn't film one for book number 4, so I need to do that. So those ones, I basically just film it, make sure it's under a minute. Put like a little writing thing on it on YouTube itself, so there's like no I don't edit it, and then post it. I don't really think anyone's watching it, but I thought, why not try a little challenge over there. So anyways, that's number 2. Number 3 is I need to finish putting together my World Cup stitching bags. I've done half of them, so I still have 24 more to do. So I need to do that tonight because we are getting down to crunch time, and I want to have everything ready by the time the first game starts, in part because I think that morning I have to go get blood work done. And so I'm not going to have time before the game, so the first game. And then we're locking in, okay? We are goal-orientated, and my husband will not get me off track. I try to explain to him about the seriousness of the World Cup, and he just doesn't get it. Like, I try to explain, like, I love the World Cup, okay? My grandpa, this is a quote, says, "You're a soccer freak." And I was like, Papa. But it's also true, so. What? You are? Okay, anyways. So, number 4. Okay. Number 4 and 5. I have 2 Etsy orders I need to do. They are both for 1 scrunchie each. However, order number 1 is super late, so I'm going to be sending an additional scrunchie. Part of why it's so late, and I do mean like a week late, is because it's international shipping, and the person paid, the shipping alone is $20-something, okay? So they paid for 1 single scrunchie like $30, of which most of that is going to go to shipping because it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to ship too. But I'm like, I can't just send 1. So I will be sending 2 or 3 scrunchies, because that is crazy. And so, yeah, need to do that. I'm pretty sure it's a scrunchie I've already made, so I'll just throw in 2 other scrunchies I've already made. And so I just need to really like print off the label and stick it on and go. Then yesterday I got an order for another scrunchie. I am not sure if I have that one made, so I need to look in my stash, and if not, then I need to make it. But it's just 1 scrunchie. So I would like to get those both shipped tomorrow, which means I need to like package it up tonight so my husband can do that. So I usually like buy the shipping label and print it out. I have a laser label printer, so I do that, and then he just drops it in the mailbox for me. So that's 4 and 5, and it shouldn't take long if they are made. So 6, I want to start that circus sal, which I said I was going to start on the first day, but I didn't. 7. Okay. Oh, I do have something crafty to show you guys. I bought, and you haven't seen it yet because I haven't edited the video, but maybe then you will have seen it. But okay, I bought this World Cup bracket tracker cross stitch pattern, and I did start it. So I have 1 outline of 1 box done. So my goal for tonight is to finish at least 1 more group. By the end of the group stages, I would like to have finished all of the group's boxes and, if possible, the outlines for the other parts. So down here is actually 1/2 of the bracket for the 32. I am going to do that so that I can get down to where the other half of the groups are. So I'm only going to do the outline enough to get to there, because I want to work on each groups while their group is playing, like maybe work on this during matches. And so that's kind of my thought right now. But yeah, I need to do that. So I want to finish at least 1 more group box. Okay, so after that, everything else is bonuses. So I want to start filling out my journals, these journals, with like the various group informations or predictions that I need to fill out, like just those things that I need to do before the tournament actually begins. So I'd like to start filling those out. 9, I want to put the yarns into the country's bags. The yarns that I'm doing for additional challenges, which we haven't talked about yet, for the World Cup. So on top of each country having a cross stitch project, each one is gonna have a yarn that I use for worry worms, and so I will be making worry worms as pertains to number of goals. I don't think I'm going to weave in ends and put in eyes. I'm just going to make the bodies. We'll see how that goes time-wise, but I thought that way I would at least start the school year with a decent number of worms. And then I'm just going to piecemeal them out. Like I'm not going to put them all out in one go. I'm just going to slowly add to it so that it's not this big like thing where I'm struggling to keep up with the kids. So that is one yarn I'm going to put in there. I'm also going to put in a different color skein of Juicy Couture, and whichever country wins the match, I will make one little thing with the velvet yarn in their color. So whether it's an octopus or a scrunchie or a worry worm or something else, I will make one little item in that country's color. If there's a tie, then either nothing or both. It depends on time stuff, but yeah, that is my plan for that. Then I need to organize the tops of these right there. Those messy tops. Well, that's where I have 2 big buckets that are going to have all the country's project bags in them. And so I need those to be cleared off so I can put those out. So once I put the yarn in each of them, that should free up another container so I can put what's on top into that container. And then after the World Cup, when I'm trying to resort everything out, I can deal with it then. But yeah, so I need to do that. I still need to go hunt down my Sophie's Universe yarn because I will be using that project for another part of the challenge. I need to organize my non-country related projects. So we'll go over this tomorrow or Wednesday about there are various situations that will have me working on other projects. And so I want to have those all organized and ready to go as well. So if a Bayern Munich player scores, I have a project I'm doing stitches on. If there's a penalty shootout, I have a project I'm working on for penalty shootouts. Then I've got a socks project that has to do with number of goals scored each day. I have an own goals project where every time there's an own goal, I stitch 50 stitches on a certain project. I have a reading plan, but we already talked about that. But basically, I'm thinking 10 pages per goal scored. I might combine that with audio though. Just depends on how long all the other things take. Then every day I'll make predictions for the next day's matches. And so I have a project that I will do 1 thread for every correctly predicted match. So if I correctly predict all 3 matches, then I need to do 3 threads on that project. If I predict none of them correct, then I don't work on that project. So there is that. And that same thing will determine how many rounds on a blanket that I do. And then I might be putting cotton yarn into the bags as well to do, I'm thinking, bandanas or mesh market bags, having to do with goals scored. So if that country scores 4 goals, then I will do 4 rounds of the bandana. That is still up in the air. I may do face scrubs or whatever. It might be different for different countries. So, yeah. So all that needs to be done still. Then I want to start the Alice book. Like just maybe do a little bit, maybe the first chapter for the first clue. Because I don't know how many chapters to tell you the truth. But so each chapter is just lists of names. 25, 26. Yeah, there's 26. There's 26 chapters and there's 18 clues. And so that this is going to take a while, okay? This is not going to be a quick puzzle to solve, but I want to get started on it. So maybe clue 1, chapter 1, and just work for a little bit on it. I'd like to read one more chapter of my Emma book. Maybe I should map out how many pages I'd need to read in the next 3 days to finish that book before the World Cup starts. It's less than 100 a day, but I don't know what exactly. I need to do scripture study, which I didn't do over the weekend and I feel really bad about. I'd like to do 1 repeat on my shawl, and then I want to put up my bracket tracker posters. And that is 17 items. So we will see. We will see how many of them I get done. I'll come back and update you guys, or I'll update tomorrow. I don't know. I need to do some editing though. And so maybe I will work on clue number 1 while editing, or I'll work on, no, I can't work on this while editing because I edit on my iPad, so I can't do that. Okay, so yeah, that's all for now. I know this was super chatty. It's almost 8:30, so definitely not going to get 17 things done, but we'll see how many I can get done. And we'll just be grateful for any progress. So I'll talk with you guys later. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And I hope that you're as excited about the World Cup as I am, or maybe like half as excited as I am, because I know it's hard to get this level of enthusiasm, but I love the World Cup and I don't apologize for that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.